we are heading out to the shop quick to grab my Miata, and I'm actually going to be taking it back home with me to put in the garage. So I got some exciting news to show you guys, and yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to load the Miata up, and then we're going to go show you my new house. And then we'll probably take the Miata out for some street rips once we get it home. Yeah, I've noticed it's really hard for me, but I say and a lot in my videos, and I apologize about that. I actually edited a ton of them out the last couple videos. So there it goes again. It's just really hard, like when you pause to not, I have to say like or to get my train of thought for the next thing I'm going to say. So that's a little bit tough. I'm working on it, but you know, this filming thing's tougher than it looks. But we got the old Hunter Tune semi back there, heading out to the shop here. So I keep blowing my trailer light fuse on my trailer for some reason. I'm gonna have to inspect that. But for the time being, I did just chuck a slightly larger fuse in it, and they haven't blown yet. Alright, time to get her strapped down. You guys are wondering why I'm trailering the Miata back to my house. It's because, well, I don't have anybody to drive a vehicle back. Plus, I already had the trailer at my house, and I figured I'll just drive the truck out here, pick it up, and then drive back. Should say, I'm by myself. That's why I don't have anybody else to drive it, so I just figured I'd trailer it. I have a trailer, why not use it, right? And guys, you do not know how much it kills me to see this car just sitting here collecting dust. I have a ton of parts for it just waiting, and you can see all the dust that's just sitting on this car from sitting so long. It really kills me to see it sit here. And if you guys don't know, this is going to be my new Mustang drag car, but I have literally been waiting on the machine shop for 3 months now. So if I don't see my engine within a week, I'm actually going to be taking it to a different place, just because I'm really getting sick of waiting. I want to build another turbo LS car, because I sold the Chev Stang, and the Chev Stang is out kicking ass and taking names down in Georgia. The car actually just won a personal best of a 530 in the 8th. Went 1/260 foot, hung the tires through second gear. That down south prep is business, let me tell you. Down south, the tracks are a lot better than they are up here in Wisconsin in the Midwest. But nonetheless, the car is doing very good. The Chev Stang is, but not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous because I miss it. I miss it a lot, and I can't wait to get out and start drag racing again. Obviously, the winter hasn't even barely started here yet, so there is a little bit of a wait, but in the meantime, I do have a draggy that me and Ryan just picked up, so I'm not scared to go out if it's 20 degrees outside, as long as the roads aren't full of snow and ice. I'll drive my shit, I don't care. Alrighty guys, so we just got home from the shop and got the Miata all loaded up, and I'm actually going to unload it here at the house. But obviously the main reason for the video here is just to show you our new place and all the stuff that we've done over the last couple weeks. This was probably one of the most stressful things I've done in a while, just because buying a house isn't really as simple as, like, say, buying a car. Buying a house has a lot more, like, paperwork and, you know, stuff to go along with it. My hat's a little messed up, what the hell. But anyways, it is very cool to have my own place. You know, I've lived with my dad for my whole life, really, and it's definitely an adjustment. It's a transition for sure, to move away from something so familiar to you, to having your very own place. This place, me and my girlfriend have been looking for a while to buy a house, but it's been tough to really kind of find something that was in our budget and kind of met the criteria that we wanted. So obviously I would love to have, like, my house and then have a huge shop, but to have that in a location that isn't you know, that I can use the chassis dyno and everything like that, it's kind of tough. So what we were planning on doing is just maybe getting an apartment for now, or something like that, but we ended up just finding this house instead. So we're actually paying about half for this house than we would be paying in rent at, say, an apartment. So that is one of the big reasons why we got this house. Nonetheless, we love it, and it's awesome. So I can't wait to show you guys. Kind of just walk around, show you a walk around. Now the house kind of is a work in progress for sure. The screen door here is kind of falling off. When we were moving some stuff into the house, when we were moving some stuff into the house, the screen door hinges kind of just broke. So we're gonna either have to get a new screen door or fix this one, because, you know, clearly the door is a little messed up. It still opens and closes, but barely. And also, if you guys did not know, the housing market right now is crazy. Like, we had found this house 4 minutes after it was listed, and we were the first people actually available to come look at the house. And I had an in with a guy that knew the people that lived here and everything like that, so we kind of got lucky to be able to get this house, especially for the price. We were the first people to come look at it, and when we were looking at it, I walked in and I said, let's do it. Honestly, can't really go wrong for the money we paid. And when we were looking at the house, it was quite crazy, because the realtor lady actually said, like, hey, if you guys really want this house, you need to put in an offer now, otherwise it's going to be gone. And I promise you, and she wasn't just being a salesman, she was being bluntly honest. So we decided to offer literally asking price for the house, and we ended up getting it, thank God. But there was other offers on the table for more than asking price, but we ended up going through a whole bunch of paperwork and a bunch of stuff to be able to get it. But we got the house, and it's officially ours, and I can't explain how exciting, stressful, but amazing this is. So this is the main walkway kind of coming into the house. This whole house is about 820 square feet, so it is quite small, but it's just me and my girlfriend, and we have 2 cats. So it's really don't need a whole lot, and it's cheap to heat, cheap to power, everything like that. But here is the little walkway. I'm gonna do a little tour here. This is the front door kind of thing. My girlfriend just has like a lot of her books and stuff here, and then we have a little closet. There's no lighting in it right now, but just like clothes and stuff like that, sweatshirts, all that kind of fun stuff. And then we walk into the living room. So it is a carpeted living room, and we have our TV, our entertainment center right here. It's pretty nice. They redid a lot of the paint in the walls. They put this like wood, I don't even know what kind of like wall this is, but it looks nice. It's got some, you know, they repainted all the trim and stuff like that. We got our couch and our chair here, little end table. We still got to get some end tables for over here. And we had to put in blinds. This house didn't have any blinds or curtains or anything like that, so me and my girlfriend helped. We bought some blinds to put up.
I didn't pick out the living room or the bedroom curtains. Now blame that color on me.
It is kind of nice to be able to just not worry about people looking at you the whole time, but when we didn't have blinds the first like 2 nights we were here, this window was just like wide open, so it was a little bit tough to, you know, get some privacy, I guess. So blinds are cool. It's so funny how the little things you take for granted until you don't have them. And you also don't realize all the stuff that you have until you move. You do not realize how much like decluttering and stuff that we have done over the last couple weeks, just making sure that we can utilize this space the best we can. But it is really cool living in a small house, honestly. I'm adapting to it quite well. What? I already showed them your books.
Yeah, you should be a gem and put this together for me tonight.
Oh, it's another bookshelf?
Yeah, so for all these books to go on.
This has been my life the last couple days, just assembling tables and cat trees and stuff like that. We actually put this little this thing on the wall for our cats to play on. It's like a little jungle gym, and it has a little place for them to sleep. It's kind of cool. Got it on Amazon. It's funny, all the stuff that we got for the house we pretty much bought on Amazon, because you go to Menards or Lowe's or anywhere right now and it's really expensive for a lot of things, and it's also not easy to find a lot of stuff realistically because everything's been COVIDed out. So this is our bedroom. We have our bed in here, and we just put up a TV for now. I plan on doing some stuff like, you know, hiding the wiring. I actually bought this little wire management kit I was going to just use to hide a lot of the wires for the TVs and stuff like that. Yeah, not really a whole lot going on in here. Just, you know, basic bedroom, I guess. Baby blue curtain. I picked it out on Amazon. She got mad at me because she doesn't like the curtain. A darker blue would probably fit well, but this looks like Princess Fairy Tale Land, doesn't it? So, yeah, I mean, pretty basic bedroom. How you doing, Milo? How's it going? Hi, buddy.
Oh,
he likes the camera.
Yeah, he does.
He likes the camera. I keep wanting to show more, but this is the whole bedroom. It's not. we bought a small house. But we like it. And like I said, it's just her and me and the 2 cats. So, I mean, we really don't need a whole lot of space. And what I've noticed a lot of times is the bigger the house you have, the more junk you collect and the more stuff that you have that you really don't use or you don't need. And that's kind of a thing to where you really only have the stuff you need. You don't have extra stuff that just sits around for years and years and years and collects dust. Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day. So, yeah, anyways, living room once again. I keep like re-showing things, but yeah. And then our bedroom is just off the living room. And then we walk into here out of the living room and we have our kitchen. So this is our kitchen. It's actually pretty nice. I like the kitchen a lot, and so does Christine. We like what they did with the countertop. She doesn't like the stove.
Because it's electric and I'm used to a gas.
She's used to a gas stove, and this one's electric. She actually burnt some cookies the other day and blamed it on the stove.
And it's really small. My cookie sheet.
Yeah, this stove is quite small, but I mean, I like the electric stove top.
Yes.
I think that works well.
It's the oven I have issues with.
It's just the oven she has issues with. So, I mean, I don't really cook a whole lot of stuff. I mean, pizza here and there and
box mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese and whatever. I'm not really good at cooking. She's an amazing cook, so she likes to have good stove and all that stuff. So maybe one day soon we will actually put in maybe a different stove or a gas stove, but it's tough with the amount of space that we have to be able to, you know, consolidate stuff and not run out of room.
I was just going to say, and a hot tub. Okay.
And a hot tub.
Goodbye.
So, anyways, this is the kitchen, and yeah, I mean, they kind of just made it look nice. They put new flooring in and kitchen stools and stuff like that. I told them we wanted to keep the stools because I feel like they fit the kitchen fairly well. Not like there's a kitchen table or anything, but it is nice to have a countertop to eat or whatever. And I just have this microwave I actually brought from the shop out here because this microwave is small enough to just put on the countertop. But Christine's brother actually got us a microwave for our new house here, and we're actually going to be putting it right here above the stove. But the problem is there's no outlet. There's no outlet up here where the wiring comes out for the top of the microwave. So we're going to have to figure out what we want to do with some wiring for the microwave. That's the only issue that we've kind of come into, and that's why we have the little small one over there. And then this is the other side of the kitchen here, the fridge and the little cupboard space. And then this is our bathroom. Doing a little tour here. I really like the bathroom as well. Nice tiling, same flooring as the kitchen. It's got a nice window here with a vent on it. And then our walk-in shower. The only thing that Christine's mad about is there's no bathtub, which, you know, it kind of does suck in a way, but I never take baths, I just shower. So it's, you know, something that she's just adjusting to and something that we may address in the future. But the thing is this house is actually built on stilts pretty much. It doesn't have a basement, so there's actually no foundation. It has a crawl space underneath, so for structure, for bracing and whatever. So if we were to put a bathtub in this bathroom, we would just have to crawl in the crawl space and kind of brace the flooring for the shower or for the bath if we actually put a bath in. And then behind this curtain here is our hot water heater and where our washer and dryer is going to go. We don't have a washer and dryer yet. My dad actually is helping us out a little bit with a washer and dryer, and he is going to be, actually the washer and dryer is getting delivered next week, so we're gonna have our own washer and dryer. So pretty happy about that, instead of going to the laundromat down the street. And then moving in here, this is kind of just like our little mudroom, you know, not pantry, it's mudroom, you know, just kind of where you kick your shoes off, hang your coat up kind of thing. And then our furnace is right here. Like I said, there's no basement, so all this stuff is on the main level. So our furnace is here. We have our little cat stuff over here for the little guys. And then my computer office area is in here. So this is my little place where I edit videos now. And yeah, I just pretty much bought a new computer chair because my old computer chair is actually broken. And I've been using it for quite some time broken. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna get a new one. And I ended up just buying a cheap gaming chair off of eBay. And I actually like it. So there it is. I don't know exactly what brand it is. It was like $100 on eBay. And then I just got a random computer desk kind of chucked in the corner for now, so I can at least edit these videos for you guys. And I wanted to do some wire management here as well, so I got those little wiring kits to hide the wires for the monitor and the computer tower. So, and then I picked up a curved monitor to fit the curvature of the room, because my idea when I bought the monitor was I wanted to take up less like floor space in the room, and I wanted to mount shelves for the computer and get a TV on the wall for the monitor. So that's kind of what I did. This monitor is actually really nice, but it's a little overkill for what I use a computer for. It's kind of a gaming PC, and it's like a 30 inch or 32 inch Scepter monitor, 100 Hz refresh rate. It's a pretty nice unit, not gonna lie. Then we just have like a little shelf and stuff over here. But yeah, got some of my pictures hung up here. Some of the biggest memories here are made at the racetrack. My girlfriend got that for me. It is very true. So yeah, that's kind of a little tour of the inside of the house, guys. We'll probably move outside now, and I'll show you the backyard and the garage. But I really, like I said, it's definitely an adjustment moving into a small house like this. But you know, instead of moving into an apartment and renting, at least we have our own house, and I have my own garage and stuff like that. It is quite a blessing, to be honest. and it is our first house, and you know, if we can get some equity in this one, and maybe down the road I can build, you know, we can build a house, or we can move on to something bigger if we don't foresee living in this forever. But for now, like I said, it's awesome. We really like it. Got a garage door opener here. It's the first time I've ever even owned a garage door opener. The garage at my dad's house always just had a little pull cord that you pulled the door up with. But the house definitely does need some work here and there with just like little things. Like the first night we moved in, I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Because we plugged the TV in and we had our, you know, just TV shows going, and we went to the grocery store and came back. We left the TV on, and when we came back, the TV was actually off, and there was no power to the outlet at all down here. So we lost all power to everything here, and we also lost power to the ceiling fan right here. So now everything works, but none of that was working. It did work, and then it quit working when we went to the grocery store and came back, which was super weird. So me and my buddy Jacob, he actually came over here and helped me diagnose some of the wiring, and we found out that there was a junction box in the attic of the house that just had kind of a shitty connection on it, and we ended up fixing that connection and making it better than it was. They had like 6 wires wrapped up in one wire nut, so it was definitely kind of janky, sketchy for sure, because none of the breakers tripped. It was just a connection that wasn't connected very well. So I was definitely like, okay, if the breaker's not kicked, I need to know why this outlet isn't working, because if it's not working and the breaker's not tripped, that means there's a short somewhere else in the wiring, and I wasn't about to sleep very well at that night, not knowing what that deal was. So we ended up crawling in the attic late at night, and we ended up figuring it out. But other than the electrical issue and the little screen door, this house is pretty turnkey, and it's been pretty awesome, honestly. And this door also doesn't have a latch, which I may do something with in the future. So moving outside here, this is the back door, and we just have like a little night light here. So I'd like to get like one of them Ring doorbells maybe, or some cameras out here, just to, you know, have a little peace of mind at night kind of thing. Alright, now back outside. I don't know if you guys can tell a difference at all with the video quality. I just changed some settings on my new camera here, and I upped it to 50 frames a second instead of 25, which what it's been at for a while. Somebody just commented on one of the last videos and mentioned that the frame rate looked off. So if it looks better, let me know. But anyways, walking out the back door, I just have my trailer here because we brought the Miata home, and here is the garage. Goddamn nice opener. So it's so nice to have a garage door opener. Crazy. So this is the garage currently. I just have a bunch of stuff kind of piled in here at the moment because I really don't have much of anything for the garage. I always just used my dad's stuff. So I'm kind of rebuilding and just doing my own thing in here. So when we bought the house, the garage was definitely a selling point because it is a 26 by 24 size garage. So it's a little bit bigger than 2-car. And the garage was just built, but they failed to, or they didn't fail, but they did not insulate or sheet the walls. So that is definitely something on my list of stuff to do here, is I would like to insulate all the walls and sheet everything, probably just drywall. My dad on the new garage at my old house, he actually did plywood. He insulated and then did plywood and then painted the plywood. But I feel like drywall might be cheaper right now because drywall or plywood is extremely expensive, along with like 2x4s and everything like that. Also, the ceiling in the garage is also not sheeted or insulated, so especially just being in Wisconsin, it's probably a good idea that I insulate and sheet this garage, just so if I have a little project that I'm doing at home, I can be out here in a warm garage instead of freeze my balls off. But other than that, I did just bring home like a 4-wheeler. to have here. I want to put a snow plow on the four-wheeler, considering it has a winch on it. So I just have to get a plow for the four-wheeler, and I also have to get a new winch switch, because this switch, my dad bought this four-wheeler for super cheap, and he kind of is just letting me use it for now. And I fixed some stuff on the four-wheeler. He bought it with some problems, and I took it and I fixed some things, like the shifter was out of alignment. A lot of the plastics weren't even on or attached, so I did a lot of that stuff. But like I said, the four-wheeler is fully functional, everything works good, but I have to get a new winch switch because this one only works in one direction. So that'll be on the little project list. I got my snowmobile here. I actually bought this sled a couple weeks ago, or probably a month or so ago now. It's a Yamaha RX-1, which means it's an R1 engine inside this little thing. So that should be a ton of fun this winter. My dad also picked up well, me and my dad kind of picked up it's a Firecat 600. It's a 2004 Firecat. So we'll have two sleds, and we have the four-wheeler. My dad also has a four-wheeler too, so yeah, definitely getting our stuff back after the fire is very nice. If you guys don't know, the garage at my dad's house actually burned down, and we rebuilt a whole bunch of stuff, and we've been just kind of slowly recuperating stuff from the fire. Got some go-karts in here. I bought these from a guy for like super cheap. You guys will actually see in the next video all the projects that I have going on right now. That's actually a video that I'm going to come out with probably tomorrow. I just kind of filmed all the stuff that I have for projects right now, and what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to sell, and kind of, yeah, all that stuff. But I wanted to plan on maybe building a little go-kart. I got these super cheap, so I figured why not try to soup them up and go ice racing with them or whatever. This one's actually ballistically fast. It's actually kind of scary. But and it only has a 6-horse engine, so that one is a ton of fun. This one's kind of a turd because it has a governor and shit like that, so we definitely may do some small engine stuff as well and try to maybe spice this thing up a little bit, just to have for playing out on the lake. Considering the lake is not very far from here. And I got my bagger sitting over here. I actually bought this bike earlier this year, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I got the title for it. Or he said, yeah, you can just take the bike, I don't have the title right now. And I'm like, well, I don't really want a bike without a title. And he's like, well, I'll get you the title in a couple days, I just have to mail in for it. And I'm like, okay, no big deal, not a problem. So I bought the bike, been riding it all summer because it's still got dude's plates on it. And it's been like 6 months and he still hasn't gotten back to me. So I might have inherited a Harley without a title. So that's kind of frustrating, but at the end of the day, I didn't really pay anything for it. And then we just have some stuff for in the house here, like, you know, this is the microwave that we are going to be putting in hopefully soon. You know, and the people that used to live here left a lot of, like, you know, screens and windows and countertop pieces, carpet pieces, you know, just stuff to extras for the house kind of thing. So it has a little shelf here that I may do something with, I'm not sure. And then I brought a lot of these totes home from my shop because my old autos teacher gave me a bunch of random tools, and he said, hey, do you want these random tools? And I said, sure, I'll take them. And they've been kind of sitting in the corner of the shop because I haven't really needed them, but now that I got my own garage, or I got my garage at my house, I figured I'll start going through these tools, and I'm just kind of organizing some of the sockets and ratchets and stuff that were kind of given to me. And I was thinking about maybe going to pick up a cheap toolbox just to have here for doing small engine stuff. Like I said, I don't really have much of any tools here, and it kind of bugs me if I need something for, you know, in the house or whatever. I've been borrowing a lot of my dad's stuff, which is kind of annoying. I want to get my own stuff soon, so hopefully. No, I just have some of my RC cars and stuff out here for now. But plan on putting the Miata over there, and just having a car here for, you know, in case I get bored at midnight and I want to go do some burnouts. It just sucks because everything's been out at the shop for the last year and a half. Maybe it's been 2 years now. It's been, all my stuff's been out there, so it's tough to like have something at home. It's kind of nice to have something here to be like, oh, well, I want to go rip around, instead of having to drive a half hour to go get a car, half hour back to come play around, and then a half hour to go drop it back off, and a half hour to come back home. I mean, I'm consuming my whole night doing that. So that's just kind of the downfall of having the shop, I guess, because it is a half hour drive from here. But like I said, I want to kind of transform this garage into a workable space. It is big enough to build a car. It's big enough to do a lot of things. So maybe we'll do some more stuff in here. Hopefully you guys like it. And yeah. Also, some other things I would like to do in here is update the lighting situation, because there is only these 3 lights in the whole garage. So would like to maybe sheet the roof and then drop in some shop lights so it's a lot brighter in here. And obviously when the walls are sheeted and stuff, I'd like to maybe paint them white, and that would definitely brighten it up in here quite a bit. And another thing that I did kind of want to mention to you guys, it is a thought. There is actually a shop across the street from my house. So this guy has been building hot rods directly across the street for 20 or 30 years, and he actually just was renting it out to somebody, and now I think it's vacant, or he's using it for family purposes. I don't exactly know what is going on at that shop, but it is a commercially zoned shop directly across the street from my house. So that would be, honestly, it would be super awesome to be able to have something where I can have all my stuff at, and not have to drive back and forth to the shop every day. But you win some, you lose some, right? I don't know if it's even plausible or if it's a smart idea, considering, you know, we do live in the city. It is a commercially zoned building, but having the dyno with neighbors and stuff, I don't know how that would really work, if we'd be able to do it or not. But I don't plan on renting anywhere else from where I'm at unless I buy, or at least do like a land contract with somebody, because you never know at the end of the day, like if, you know, my landlord could be like, hey man, I want you out, and I'd be screwed. I'd have nowhere to go with my stuff, etc., etc. So if I'm in a contract with somebody, a land contract, or if I purchase a place, that would be killer. There's also this shop that is for sale, literally right next door to my house. So there's one across the street and there's one next door. These are just kind of pipe dreams right now. I don't know if it'd even be possible or if it'd be a smart idea, considering this is kind of a residential area, but it is a noisy area nonetheless. It's, you know, it's pretty much, it's in the city, but it's on a very busy street, so the noise level is a little higher than, say, like a, you know, just a residential area. Like I said, there is a lot of, you know, kind of businesses and stuff around here that make it a little bit noisier of an area. But like I said, this shop is actually for sale. It is a little bit steep for the building. It is a brick building, but it is pretty run down and it hasn't been used in quite some time. But there is some land to go with it, a big driveway approach thing here, and a ton of storage in the back. So something to think about. So I think that's gonna wrap up the little house tour, and showed you guys our garage, showed you the house, everything like that. The backyard is the only thing I haven't shown you. So we do have a pretty nice backyard. It's gated, or fenced in, I should say, and this whole lot is actually 1/4 of an acre, so the garage and the house don't take up nearly the whole yard. The driveway is pretty big and everything like that, where I can actually park my trailer pretty much next to the garage here, next to that fence, and still have room for 3 or 4 cars in the driveway. But it is definitely crazy to think about all the things that I don't have, like a lawnmower, a snowblower, a plow for the 4-wheeler. Like, I got to do a lot of this stuff to just kind of upkeep a house now. I haven't ever had a house before, so it's definitely something we're gonna have to adjust to, and, you know, get more things. But yeah, me and Tony the cat are gonna be out of here in a second. How you doing, Tony? This cat's name is Mazda, but we call him Tony because he looks like a tiger, so we call him Tony the tiger, even though initially his name was Mazda. How's it going, bro? Hi, Tony. Hi. So anyways, guys, have a great night and a better tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed our little house tour and, you know, the garage and everything like that. Definitely is a blessing to have your own house, and it's, yeah, I'm very excited to have my own place and show you guys. So it's pretty cool. If you guys want to see more stuff with anything we do in here, or, you know, garage repairs, or, you know, putting the lights up or sheeting, if you guys want to see that stuff, let me know down in the comments of the video. And yeah, thanks for watching again. We'll see you later. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. See you later.